Good morning. It's February 12th, out here in no man's land on the homestead, 7:22 a.m. And we have some wood to transport. I think that's it. Yeah, just the wood to transport for that portion. And then we gotta figure out the stones situation. This silage is just about done. I'd say about 3 days left on this. So we're gonna go back over here, see about loading up the small pieces. Let's see, where are all the small pieces? I think they're just all right here. Yeah. Then we gotta grind the stumps down. Alright, we're gonna start with the bigger of the small pieces. Get those loaded up. I wonder if that'll fit right there. Yeah, kinda. Alright. Let's see. Should be able to just right on top here. I might even be able to fit a few pieces over there. Try to fit all this in one go. Yeah, there you go. Just go ahead and sit there nicely if you would. Oh, I was about to fall. Didn't like being there. So once we get all this sold, we can see where we are as far as money, and we'll see what we can do with it. So the wind turbine seems to be paying for most of the property maintenance, with a little bit of extra, like $4 extra per day, it looks like. And that's all dependent on the wind, so there's probably some days where we won't make a whole lot. We might make just enough to cover. But I think it's a good investment, because there's going to be quite a few windy days ahead. We still have, oh, what is it, 16 more days here in February, so. And the forecast futures looked pretty windy, like 7s, and let's check that again. Yeah, so we got a couple hours of 8 later on in the day. That'll be a good one. That'll be a good portion right there. Now these just, actually, I think these just show the highs. So 3 would be the high on the 13th, 5 on the 14th, 5, 7, 7, 4, 3. So I think those are just the highs for the day. Alright, so we got all this wood set up. Time to get this over to the shop. And that'll do it for the wood clearing. Because until I get, I mean, obviously I would like to upgrade. Oh, I forgot to shut the lights off and close the door. What am I doing? So let's see, the chicken's been doing good there, 30 pieces. Alright, the greenhouses, once those hit 500 tomatoes, I'm probably going to shut the tomatoes off and then get the rest of the produce out of there. Lettuce is going to take the longest. So I'll probably start that first. Well, I mean, it's really not that important to get 1 lettuce and 4 strawberries out, so we'll figure out what to do with that later. I think I might end up maybe trying to buy 2 big greenhouses. Not sure yet, though. 2 big greenhouses would net us a lot of money in the long run. But it just depends, because I believe the large greenhouses are $10,000, and that's quite a bit. I mean, that's more than we can afford right now. Is 20 grand. If we sold the other 2 small greenhouses, we could probably afford it, and then also plus this wood here. But I don't want to do that quite yet. I want to make sure we have the funds to be able to upgrade the greenhouses, because I think the first thing to do would be to upgrade the greenhouses to try and get as much product out of those as possible. We might be able to get enough to sell to be able to afford to lease the seeding and harvesting equipment. That's one thing to keep in mind too, is all the equipment needed for the fields. So the seeder, harvester, stuff like that. So we'll see how much money we get off of this, and probably set about the task of picking the stones out of the fields. I don't know, how cold is it supposed to get? 37, 39. I might want to try and pick a day where it's not snowing to do that. Because we're going to have to, I mean, it's going to take a while to be able to even pick all the stones out. Make sure all the wood stays on there. Alright, $4,286. Pretty good. So we're up to $16,000, almost $17,000. Just go ahead and fill up with gas. We do have stumps that we need to take care of. And I think one thing I'm going to buy while I'm here is the fork, the pallet forks, or the pallet fork for the skid steer. Now I won't be able to pick that up today, because I got some other work I need to take care of. But it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Let's see, how much is it going to take to lease this thing? $1,200? $1,275? Alright. Let's see, what was it? Pallet forks. There it is, and yeah. Alright, so we got the pallet fork now, or pallet forks. And it's too bad it's a little too heavy for us to be able to even pick up. I don't think you can pick them up. Doesn't look like it. Because I could, maybe I can do this. This is probably not the best way to do this. I'm going to try and push it up onto the... This is probably a bad idea. I'm going to try and push it onto the trailer with the tractor. Let's see if I can do that. If I can, cool. I'll just be able to bring it back easier without having to waste too much time. There we go. Not the most proper way to do things, but It worked. Make sure it's strapped down. And we'll go ahead and get back to the homestead. And what are we doing today then? Should probably mow that grass. I think that's what we'll do. We'll mow the grass, which means getting the forks off the trailer here. We got to put the mower on. And we'll get started on that. I'll see you over there. Alright, we are back. And I think trying to get that large, at least one large, because we can afford one large greenhouse. We can afford one, so we should probably build it. Let's see. We want the... Now this greenhouse we will set right there. Seems good. Alright, this greenhouse I'm going to set for strawberries, I think. Let's see. So tomatoes would be good too. If we just did all tomatoes, it'd be fine, I think. You know what? Let's go with strawberries, because we need different stuff, different products going. That's fine. So we're gonna go ahead and park this trailer for now. And then we'll fill up the water on all the greenhouses. Make sure they're going good. Two small ones don't need that much water, but might as well top them off. Yeah, it's, you know, less than 1,000 a piece. I kind of want to landscape around here, make this either dirt or concrete, probably dirt. Dirt paths or whatever. You know, get rid of the bushes here. Whoa. Driving a little weird. So we're going to fill this up, and that one's going to start producing strawberries for us. Now, I don't know how fast it's going to produce them. It might, you know, I mean, it's definitely a lot more than tomatoes. They're not worth as much as tomatoes. But I think it's cool to be able to do a couple of different types of produce out of those. Seems cool. Seems neat. So that one, yeah, that one should do pretty good. So it cycles 1,536 times, so it should produce like 3,072 strawberries per month, roughly. Now strawberries, like I said, aren't worth that as much as tomatoes. Yeah, not even close. But you know, it's something. And it'll be neat to transport pallets of different types. I mean, I'd like to save them until next February, but you know, we'll definitely need the money before that. Oh, I want on this screen here. There we go. And we're just going to go ahead and make sure the greenhouse is filled to the top. So it'll probably stop running. The valve only stays, yeah, see. Valve only stays open for so long. Now, it should stay open long enough to fill this completely right now. Now I'm unsure. Let's see. Per workday, $250 per workday to keep that thing on. Or to keep that stone picker leased. So I'm unsure whether or not to lease that. Try and lease that in the beginning of the day and hopefully be able to turn in it at night. But trying to clear all 3 of these fields of stones is probably going to take a couple of days to do. Dedicated just doing it. Alright, we are good on water right there. And we're just going to go ahead and fill up the tank and put it away. And then get the pallet forks off the trailer, grind the stumps, and probably just start mowing grass. Yeah, we should probably just start mowing grass. Because it's not going to be too long until this is empty and we can use it again. Yeah, see, it's already 96%. Started at 95 this morning. So only probably a few more days left. Wait until the valve moves. There we go. Now we just gotta fill this up, put it away. Now I'm not sure how the weeds are going to be handled. The weed situation for the fields here. Still trying to figure some of this stuff out, you know. Alright, let's grab this. And honestly, we could go ahead and just start with stump grinding, and then put the stump grinder down, and then grab the pallet forks. So go ahead and shut that down for now. You know what? We probably leave the trailer in the unfold position. We'll go ahead and move the mower over there too right now. Alright, let's take care of those stumps. Lots of chores to take care of today. Lots of little things before we get into anything big. And we could probably mow a bit of this grass back here. It's probably not going to be a lot of stuff to mow over here, but you know, enough to put a little bit extra in the silage. good. A few more left. We can get started on other chores. So we got a lot of stuff to clean up and get ready for when that silage is done. I really like how that's not really reaching where I want it to reach. There we go. It seems to stay on there a little better. Whoop. Drive system is a little finagly at times. There we go. I think we'll just do it like this. Kind of aim it better. Alright, that stump is gone. Just on to the next. Okay. Only a few small ones left, I think. That one's tough. It's a big stump. Takes a little bit. There we go. Let's see, there's a little one right here. There's a few in the bushes over here. That was pretty quick. Let's see. Let's go ahead and hop out and check. I don't think there is another one. Is this? Huh. I had another tree left to get. That's definitely one to get because it's kind of in the way. Yeah, we're going to have to chop that one down. We're not going to do anything with this tree today because we have other stuff we have planned out. So I'm just going to go ahead and chop it down, grind the stump away. Probably run into the tree to make sure it stays on. Oh, it looks. What in the world? It's flying back at me. We'll have to move the tree kind of out in the open. But hey, here's a little bit of extra money here. You know, maybe like $4,000 right here. I got branches like all up in the cab. Alright, where the... I think the stump's on the other side. Yeah, there it is. Whoop. Let's make sure to push this out of the way first. Don't want it to get ground up by the stump grinder. Now the stump grinder, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this thing. Almost seems like there's no point in keeping it after all these trees are gone. But probably will need it in the future for other tree work that might need to happen on different parcels of land once we get to that point to be able to afford those. Okay, it looks like all the stumps are gone, so let's go ahead and put this away. We'll grab the pallet forks, and then we'll put the mower on the back of the trailer there. Get started on that hill. Now, I'm hoping that there's not so much snowfall that we can't do any mowing tomorrow. I'm kind of thinking ahead here for tomorrow. If there is too much snowfall, and it looks like it's going to be blanketed tomorrow, then I'll work on the tree in the morning. I think get the tree sold, get back here, and we'll see what to do from there. All right, so that's it for the skid steer for today. So let's go ahead and park it up. So we're just going to do some mowing in the snow today. Or for the rest of the day. Don't know how much that's really going to be over there. Like how much liter, how many liters this grass amount is going to be. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this hill. It's kind of... I mean, I guess I could put something on it. It looks like you don't need to turn the tractor on to lower that. I thought you did. But yeah, not really sure what I'm going to do with this hill. It might be a good candidate to put some wind generators on. Possibly. But yeah, it's just kind of there. Don't know if I should maybe try and extend this field onto it, maybe? That might be a good idea. Actually, yeah. Why not? That could be a good idea. We'll extend the field to my right here. We'll extend this onto the hill. We could go all the way north, right? Yeah, that's north to my left. We can go all the way north to the basically the suggested road. As you can see, like the dirt. If you look on the mini map, or well, you know what? I can make it bigger. No, that makes it worse. Makes it smaller. If you look on the mini map there, if you see that on field 27, you see how there's kind of a road running through it, or not field 20, plot 27. It's kind of a road that forks, one going north, one going south, and there's kind of a dirt meeting, a dirt spot right in the center where it forks, and then there's a road that leads from that along the south side of the northern field on our plot here. So we could bring that big sunflower field, we could bring it all the way over this hill and up to this road. It's going to be a really awkward field shape, but I think it would just look cool. That's mostly why I would be doing it. Well, that looks cool. That looks neat, So we could just mow all this up. And, yeah. Prepare that. And that's gonna be a big field. Don't rightly know how much seed is all this going to take? How much fertilizer is this all going to take? Probably a lot, not probably, definitely a lot. So it's going to cost some money, that's for sure, to get this going. But I think it'll be worth it in the end. When we harvest all the sunflowers from this, it'll be pretty good. Pretty profitable, I would imagine. Now, to get use out of the silage, the large silage pit, after we obviously use up the small one, to get use out of the large one, we can still, to my right here, this little bit of meadow, we can still chop that down when it's fully grown. So we'll, obviously we'll be waiting until the grass there is fully grown. But we could chop that down, cut all that grass, and put that into the silage, the large silage pit, and have that just be a constant source. Seeing as how most of the grassy area that we have here is going to be used up for fields. Running into the rock formation there. But yeah, that should be it should be pretty interesting. Big old field of sunflowers on this end. I wish there was a way to see how many acres this is right here. How many acres this big field is going to be. I think there could be a way. I believe, let's see, seeded? Sown. Sown hectares. I don't know why it says acres in parentheses. Considering it's not going to be measured in acres, it's going to be measured in hectares. Or is it hectares? Hectares? I think it's hectares. Hectares. So we'll be able to see, you know, once I go to sow the field, I'm definitely going to sow the biggest one first. So I'm going to sow this one. And I'll keep track of I'll keep track of the sown hectares or acres. I think I have the measurement unit set to acres anyway. That's why it shows that in the little thing. Possibly. Let's just go ahead and clip up around this here. Make it a little bit more rounded off. There we go. So some of this meadow, just like pretty much the rest of the meadows, they have these like little, see that little patch right there I just ran over? Let me see if I can find one. See this little patch I'm coming up to right here? Those are basically like the weeds in the meadows, and you don't get any grass when you cut those. It's a little unfortunate, but yeah, see like right here, yeah, nothing drops from those. No grass comes from those. It's a little disappointing, but you know, it's a small portion of the meadow. Doesn't really take up too much space. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this little part right here. But hopefully we can keep this we can keep this mowing going for the next couple of days. Get all this finished up before the small bunker silo is done. So we can finish this up before it's done. We can fill that thing back up again and get it blanketed as soon as possible. Just go ahead and round this little spot off. And we can get that going again. It'll be done around March, mid-March probably. Because it seems to take about a month to ferment silage, or ferment the grass into silage. And anything that doesn't fit, obviously we can throw into the big, can roll it over into the big bunker silo, and just keep going through it basically till all the grass is used up, and then we gotta wait till probably about April or May before we can cut the grass again and get the full amount. But by that time we'll definitely have other things to do, I think, because we still have to think about, okay, so March we want to try and get the sunflowers in the ground by March. We still have fertilizing to do, we still have lime spreading to do, we still have stone picking to do. So we have a lot of work left to go yet before April-May time frame. So it's going to be a while. And we also have some produce going in the greenhouses, so we might be taking those to market. Selling that stuff off, taking days to sell that stuff off, you know? Because loading pallets is a little finagly. Fiddly, if you will. way we're working it right now, let's see, it's dawn to dusk, basically. Working from dawn to dusk. So February is one of the short months. Summer, I don't know how much there is really going to be to do in summer. We'll definitely have to think about how we're going to weed the fields, because if the plants are grown in, I don't think I can use the tractor, because the tractor, I believe, has wide tires. It's either that or the regular size tire, but still, I don't want to run over the sunflower fields with those tires. Looks like it's about time to call it. It's already getting really dark, hard to see. And I know we're far away, but I still swear I hear that dinner bell. So, I'm hungry. So we'll just keep, we'll do this real quick. We'll, finish taking this around. So this field might take, another day to clear of all the grass. We still have the silage to sell when it comes in. That'll take a couple of trips, because I think there's like 31 or 32,000 liters in there. I'm not gonna make, a whole lot of money off of it. I think it's gonna be an extra, say, $2,000, $2,500 worth of silage. All right, we really need to get back now. It's so dark I can't see a thing. I'm mowing blindly here. Alright. Let's get this back up on the trailer and get it parked for the night. Go get us some dinner. Clean up. We still have quite a bit of grass for tomorrow. We've got the grass back there behind the house as well that I want to go ahead and mow that grass as well. Yeah, we can check our silage, how it's progressing along here before we go to bed. As well as the greenhouses. Alright, 97%. So like a day and a half, 23% there. Chickens look like they're gonna be cold again. Well, once I can afford a big chicken coop, that's what we'll do. We'll put big chicken. We'll put all the chickens in the big chicken coop. This one still hasn't produced eggs yet. I'm not holding out hope that they're going to produce eggs at all in February, so let's go check the greenhouses. It's getting cold out here, though. Look at that wind turbine, though, moving real quick now. And it looks like we've gained $3. Alright, so 121 there, 102 there. This one's already up to 32 liters. So strawberries are going to produce really quick for us. Yeah, strawberries are going to produce really quick. We'll have a lot of pallets of those to sell, I think. So let's get back home. And that's going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and get some dinner, wash up, and go to bed. But thanks for stopping by the homestead, everybody. And hopefully we'll see you next time. Until then, have a great night, everyone.